You ever have those days, you're running around flat out, inbox exploding,
Mhm.
phone buzzing nonstop. You feel completely swamped. But then you look back and it feels well, like nothing really got done.
Oh, absolutely. That feeling is so common.
It's more than just being tired, isn't it? We're looking at something your sources call workflow fatigue. It's like this slow leak drains your mental, your emotional energy.
Exactly. It clouds your thinking, hits your performance at work.
So that's what we're digging into today.
Yep. We're using your sources to really get under the hood of this, understand what's driving it, what it's actually costing you, and crucially, how to start fixing it. The idea is to make efficiency work for you, not become another burden.
Okay, let's unpack that. What is it exactly that's draining us, causing this workflow fatigue?
Well, a big part of it starts with our work lives now. Always on, right? That constant digital stream emails, messages, alerts. It creates this heavy mental load.
The digital noise.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And your sources really highlight this idea of the tyranny of notifications. Every single ping, every pop-up, it just chops your day into tiny pieces.
Yeah, focus goes out the window.
It does. Some research suggests it can take, like over 20 minutes to get back on track after just one interruption. Imagine that multiplied across a whole day. And then there's information overload. It's not just lack of info. It's too much, badly organized. It just clutters everything up mentally.
Right, makes it hard to see the wood for the trees.
Yeah.
But it's not just the tech, is it? Sometimes the actual work, the way it's set up.
Absolutely. Inefficient processes. They're like a hidden energy tax. Think about the busy work trap. We've all been there. Tasks that look like work feel like work.
But achieve absolutely nothing useful, like filling out the same form 3 times.
Exactly. Or endless meetings with no clear point. It's just draining.
And connecting teams, that can be a whole other issue.
Oh, for sure. Interdepartmental friction, slow handoffs, confusing communication. It just kills morale and grinds projects to a halt.
Okay, and then you've got these expectations. Like you mentioned multitasking earlier. The sources weren't keen on that, were they?
Not at all. It's largely a myth. Our brains aren't built for true multitasking. It's really switch tasking, jumping between things. And every switch costs you mental energy, focus. Your sources say it can slash productivity by up to 40%.
40%, that's huge.
It is. And sometimes performance metrics, the way we measure success, can actually make things worse.
How so?
Well, if the pressure is just on finishing lots of tasks quickly, you rush, you make mistakes. Quantity trumps quality.
So all this strain, feeling tired is one thing. But what are the real costs?
They're pretty significant. Your sources point to clear impacts. Productivity drops, quality suffers. You see more errors, more rework needed.
And decision-making gets fuzzy, I imagine.
Definitely cloudy. Plus, there's the human cost. Employee well-being takes a massive hit. We're talking increased stress, burnout, anxiety, even links to depression in some cases.
Which leads to people leaving, right? The whole turnover and the cost of replacing talent thing.
Exactly. Replacing good people is expensive and disruptive. And beyond that, think about innovation.
It's stifled.
Totally. Innovation and creativity stagnation. If everyone's just exhausted and trying to keep their head above water, there's no space left for new ideas. You get this out-of-the-box thinking deficit. Missed opportunities everywhere.
Okay, so it's serious. How do you spot it creeping in, either in yourself or in a team? What do the sources say about warning signs?
Well, on an individual level indicators, you might notice yourself putting off important stuff, making silly mistakes, feeling kind of detached.
Procrastination and errors. Okay.
And for teams or the whole organization, look for team and organizational level indicators. Things like missed deadlines becoming the norm, maybe more arguments, or just a general vibe of being overwhelmed.
So you can feel it in the air almost.
You often can. Companies can also use tools like workflow analysis tools, and definitely employee feedback surveys, check-ins to get a handle on the strain.
Right. So identifying it is key. Now, the big question, solutions. What can actually be done to push back against this fatigue, according to your sources?
A lot, actually. A big one is streamlining processes.
How does that work?
Using things like process mapping and reengineering. Basically, you map out how work gets done, find the bottlenecks, the wasted steps, and redesign it to be smoother, simpler.
Makes sense. Cut out the rubbish.
Exactly. And technology can help too. Automation and technology adoption, letting software handle the repetitive, predictable tasks, frees people up for the stuff that needs human brains.
More creative or complex work.
Right. But culture is huge too, fostering a culture of sustainable work.
What does that look like?
It means things like realistic goal setting and prioritization, not just piling everything on, and actively promoting work-life balance and breaks, making it okay to switch off.
Seems obvious, but often overlooked.
Very often. And finally, empowering people, training in time management and prioritization, giving them the skills. Plus, skill development and cross-training makes teams more adaptable, less reliant on specific individuals.
So more resilient overall.
Exactly.
Okay, so summing up, workflow fatigue, it's a really common challenge today. Big costs, both for people and for business. But the good news is there are clear paths forward. Streamline how work gets done, build a supportive culture, and empower your teams.
Absolutely. And that really brings us to a final thought for you listening. What does a truly balanced, genuinely productive workday actually look like for you? And maybe more importantly, what's one step you could take to help build that wherever you are?
For the latest tech insights, visit em360tech.com.